One thing I can tell you, I will love you with your
wife and your
children and your extended family. You're looking for pleasure.
Exactly.
Pleasure goes hand in hand. Emitwalo etaano kameza omusajja mwagazaaki.
Leave my man. Tuvudde wala. Gwomanyi gye mutwala. Tuteeseza omusajja waffe. Gwe waliwo omusajja akwagala n'ogamba naye Katonda, the God himself is here. Sometimes side chick yeetaagisa mulamu w'omusajja.
So if you're not ready to move on, nobody's telling you move on, by the way, from Hello, the Real Tales family. Welcome to another thrilling episode. Today it's a beautiful sunny day and I'm here with gorgeous ladies. I think you can see them. And we are here to talk about real life because that's what we do on the Real Tales. I am Pamela and I'm joined by the wonderful Gloria, beautiful, and also the beautiful Emmy. So we're going to be taking you through this episode and we hope you have lots of fun. We hope you learn. By the way, before I go any further, remember to click on the subscribe button right there on our YouTube channel and also get to click on the notification bell as well, so that in case we get any new content right here, you'll be able to be the first to know about it and learn from it and share or give us your comments and thoughts. Well, today, ladies, we have an interesting topic. It's about why women are still fighting for men. This is a timeless thing, by the way. We thought by now 21st generation would not see it anymore, as in women now know that men are always cheaters, or they now know, they should be knowing that, men are not babies to be, toiling around here and there or thoughtful, but it's still happening, sadly. There's a story that has been trending on social media. Actually, this is an incident that happened in Wakiso district where a couple, the woman suspected her husband of cheating, so she goes checks through his phone and finds messages that he's been communicating with another girlfriend of his, and then she attacks the husband but also attacks the girlfriend. Now the focus is on the girlfriend, the co-wife. So she goes, attacks the co-wife and says, leave my man alone. If I see you attacking my man, being with my man again, you don't know where I've come from with him. We have fought many battles. We have come through many challenges. Now, if I ever see you with my man, I'm going to come and destroy everything about your life. I don't care where you take me to police. This woman has her local business, the co-wife. She's a salon operator. And the wife to the man said, I'm going to come and spoil your business and destroy your image. Now this is not the first story, by the way. There's another story trending on TikTok also of two co-wives who are seriously fighting over a man. And it's funny that the man in the story is involving himself with both women. He's with the wife and he's with the co-wife. So at the end of the day, he's disrespecting both women, but still both women are trying to claim the man. Now we are asking the question, why do women still fight for men in this generation? Gloria, would you fight for a man?
First of all, Gloria will not fight for a man. Number two, I think the reason as to why now women still fight for men, let's believe that me as Gloria, I've reached a point in my life where I want everything to be about myself.
You put
this
yourself
guy
first.
will be there to love me. If he doesn't,
It's okay.
yes, it is going to break me a little bit, but get away with it and continue your life. Now, but there's a woman who will not be able to handle that situation like that. There's a woman who is going to, this guy that I have been with through hell, like point women are desperate to still occupy the same position they were in before the man started to get money and see all these other women. But I also should remind women that it's about you. I think I made a statement here sometime back on a certain topic of ours, which was almost the same, is that instead of focusing on this guy, focusing on the side chick, digging deep into the phone of a man to see who, how about you divert that energy to yourself? Get time, go to the gym, get time, do some skincare, get, like for me, the one therapeutic thing that I do makeup. So I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, today. But when I pick my brushes and sit in the mirror and do my makeup, I'm like, oh. So it literally improves your spirit. Find something that literally can distract you from abakyala bayige okudivertinga that energy to themselves instead of having all that much time to waste on someone who has actually showed you the disrespect. Let's appreciate the fact that this guy has already disrespected you by showing that he already has that other woman. And you already know. Kat, why are you attacking the other side chick? Why? Why are you even doing that? Because that makes you look like the most desperate, like somebody who's not confident anymore, somebody who has lost it all. You understand? Especially, these things can happen, but don't bring them to social media.
It's even worse.
Sometimes women, should I say, munansonyi olwalo ngenda kubeeramu emotional koye naye nazze kuba bakazi mwino topic. I want us to learn, as Gloria said, self-love is very, very important in a woman's life. If you love yourself, you're not going to fight for that man. I mean, you are a boss lady. You turn that love to yourself instead of a man. Because let me tell you, I said that in, I think, the last shows we did. I said, whether you like it or not, whether your man is a pastor or a prophet or a businessman, a lawyer, doctor, he will always cheat, whether you like it or not. So just make peace with it. Then secondly, if a man does not come in your house and talk to another woman, like on a phone call,
don't look for
he
information
tries to
beyond
hide
that.
this thing from you. That means this man still needs you and respects you. You get?
Yes.
But by the time a man goes ahead and allows a side chick to take herself a video in your car, in the car that you know this is our car, that means that man doesn't care whether you live or not. He's willing to let you go. You get? But now you go on social media, embarrass yourself for a man.
Okay, for me,
Wow.
to add on what Emmy has said, let's learn one thing about men. Men are human beings who think that the day he leaves you, your life should end. Like, actually, he will be so heartbroken if he sees you thriving.
Exactly.
I have seen that. Like, that is I think the experience of everybody at this point. Because what you can do to such a man, I'm now educating a woman out there, is to channel that negativity where you just know the chick is there. If you feel like you're not, I'm not saying you should stand up, you should be there allowing this stuff to happen. You should be comfortable when he is cheating. But no, there's when you sit and you're like, even if he's cheating, I'm not going anywhere. So make a decision. After making that one decision of knowing that I am staying, now get time. The whole time, now that he has time for the other one and you're no longer putting time on him, put the time on yourself. Just look good. If you need to do anything, if you have never dressed smartly in the house, trust me, this man, the reason as to why he has kept with you, there is something that you don't have in that any other woman doesn't have.
Yes, exactly.
that he admires about you. And when he comes back home and realizes you're not even concerned after hearing the news, you don't even care. Guy is going to be like something here. You understand? So if you get to realize that actually men don't want, they don't want to think that after leaving you, you can become something. Just try to make yourself something so that that this, even if it comes into the public eye, don't even talk about it. Come back, come in the camera, enjoy yourself, have fun, put all the attention on yourself and maybe your children if you have them. But don't come to social media to retaliate and start fighting with side chicks.
And
but you say from time immemorial, I've seen women marking, what they call marking their territory.
Yeah.
I think it's advice we have been given by older friends, singers, and all that. You must show the public that this is your man. And there are smarter ways that women can always mark their territory.
Yeah.
If you're thinking maybe I want he could still go vibing girls, but there's a sizable number of girls who will say you're married because this woman has wisely marked her territory.
So how do they do that?
Yeah, that's the question. How do you mark your territory as a woman? Because again, you people have talked about self-love, which is a very good thing, and self-love builds self-esteem.
Yeah.
I love myself, so I believe in myself. I know that I'm really good enough.
Beautiful.
If I walk out the door tomorrow, another man will vibe me.
Exactly.
I don't have only one soulmate in this lifetime. And again, I love Gloria's point where she says, if you're not ready to move on, nobody's telling you move on, by the way, from a cheating man.
And also no one is telling you to keep in that relationship if you feel like cheating is not for you.
Please move on. But then if you feel like you can still be with a man that has a chick out there, as long as he has shown you the respect that you deserve, as long as he's still hiding, don't go scratching and saying, let me go find out. It's like some women who know their husbands have kids outside, but act like they don't know anything.
Yeah.
They'll wait for him to bring them themselves because they do not want that responsibility. They're not ready to welcome it and say, I am going to welcome every kid from outside to take care of. So we're asking the question, how do women mark their territory wisely in this generation so that you can put out a sizable number? Because we already know even if you make up, even if you dress up, even if you cook the best food, even if you're the best wife who packs a lunch box for him or morning box for him, whatever, even if you give him the best kind of romance and everything, a man who is not ready to be kept will still go out there and look for something that you are not offering, because we are not almighty God. We can't be with everything.
We are not. But before you mark your territories, make peace with yourself that this body has changed.
Yes.
I have to love. If you cannot go to the gym, as Glosh said, if you cannot hit the gym, go for do dieting and do stuff to make sure that probably you get back to the normal body you had. Make peace with the fact that I have changed. Now I'm a mother.
Yeah.
I have kids. Let me tell you, these children are the true love of your life. Tumanyi okwebuzaabuza magezi ne tugamba mbu this man, love of my life. The love of your life is your children.
But Amy, there are some things that a man, your kids will not give you, because there's a certain kind of satisfaction that you're looking out for. That's why even when a mother is single, or maybe she has a husband with kids, she will still want to have that affection from a man, because it's different from children.
Yeah, find a way of bringing, spicing, let me say spicing your marriage.
That's how
you may not be as hot as Gloria, but try to look good for you, not for this man.
Yes, exactly.
Because let me tell you, all the hottest babes we've seen by Beyonce, by Rihanna, they've been cheated on with their men. They've been cheated on. Abasajja bwe bazadde bali, they've done things to them. But always remember, love nga we nkugambye, n'abakazi boolaba abasinga obulungi ba celebrity baani they cheat on them. We have so many celebrities here nga abasajja baabwe tubamanyi, bw'omusanga amaaso gali gati gamuli mu ngalo, but they are still there. Don't you think nabo bakimanyi benda bakimanyi? Yesterday I was going through my TikTok. I found Sarah Nakai, Mr. Semakula's wife.
Yes.
And I asked myself, really, ono omukazi yazaala abaana bonna? Let me tell you guys, the baby is hot. Abaana balina. Yeah.
Wow.
But this baby is hot. Kati yasooka n'amanya nti omusajja gwe ndeetinga ali mu butaala. I have to maintain myself looking good.
Yeah.
And another thing, I have to make peace with it nti omusajja wange waliwo n'abakazi abagenda omwekwanira. And it is okay for as long as I'm the wife at home.
Yeah.
As Gloria said, there is something special about you. Ono omukazi w'ebbali ky'atalina. Men will always have those side chicks because they need them. Let's just make peace with it. They need them. Sometimes side chick yeetaagisa mulamu w'omusajja. So mark your territories as you look after yourself. Look good. Look
Actually,
your best.
looking good is marking your territory.
Yes, look your best. Because let me tell you, no musajja, the more you look hot, the more you look good. Like every mwaka ku mwaka olabika bulungi. Naye yennyini agenda kugamba, if I'm not careful, this woman is going to go. Ayina abasajja bangi abamulaba. If I'm not very careful, she may go for other men. So the best thing to do is kankole obwenzi bwange muki mu nkukutu. The moment she finds out, he will fear to lose you. Naye gwe g'oli awo omaze okuzaala oyiise okomeeno. Oli awo tomanyi nti omuntu yeefaako n'agendako ne muka sauna, omuntu agendako for facials. Omusajja we yakuwasa nga weefaako ka lipstick ka makeup kabeerako, naye kati not even lip gloss takyasala ku mimwa gyo. Ng'oyambala perfumes 5 naye kati okoma ku deodorant. Abamu ne deodorants baazeesonyiwa. So I feel like no, it's okay. Self love. Woba ng'owulira omusajja omukooye, tambula omubiire. You don't want to be cheated on. Actually, they are principled women. Nga for them, agamba to be cheated on, I rather live. But before you make that decision of I rather live, just know tewaliyo malayika. Togenda musangayo.
Emmy,
all men.
Emmy, what I wanted to add on that, tukikkirize, let's accept that we have some ladies. You have gone into the marriage, you have started giving back to children, lost your body here and there. Like there are these women who like give birth every other time. Before she can fix her body, she is pregnant again. So it is not your fault. First of all, it is not your fault. It is a process that you go through to bring life into this world. It is so precious. With everything that you go through, everybody should be respecting you. But let's also believe that these human beings want attention in their life. Omusajja ayagala budde. Yes, they want time. They want this other woman they fell in love with. Who would be like, babe, did you do this? Like, your shirt is here. I ironed your shirt. Like, even if you're not the one doing everything, but there's a way you used to. There's a way you started it. Is it the same way it is going? Now, when it comes to intimacy, sometimes it drops, and this man has no option
than to stick it. Yes,
I'm telling you the truth.
Very true.
And he's like, you know what? Yeah, I love my wife. I love the children she has given me, but I can find some pleasure outside because it's no longer how it used to be. We also know that these are people, they are naturally people who like to discover new things. So I feel like the other thing is to marking your territory is to be, if you were too friendly with this person, you're really good friends, you can even talk about it and be like, how do we improve this and this? Do you know this happened, now I changed because this happened, this is different now, but what communication between the two of you, which this guy is not going to get from the other. Because trust me, if he has a side chick, he's going to reach a point and is not so excited to go and see her anymore. It's like any other woman.
Yes, exactly.
So, but she'll be like, if you're the person
that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with,
that she has, like you have been with him the whole time. You have been friends. Apart from the commitments and the marriage, I feel like it's good to discuss. Sit down. If someone can give you that audience, though, because not so many men can sit on a round table, they find it very intimidating. I don't know why, but it's very interesting if you sit down and talk to somebody and be like, babe, this changed, I swear this is hurting me. But yeah, this changed because of this. What do you think we can do? If that is the time you need to go and see a marriage counselor about something, about some spark that you can find back, please do it. Also, let us ladies know, get to learn one thing, that when you produce children, you now get your, by the way, your attention will be scattered between these two, your husband, your children, and you end up forgetting yourself.
Forgetting you and your man.
And your man.
And some women nga wogambye, they end up forgetting their men tukkirize.
Yes.
Nti atuuka nga attention ye yonna ku mwana wange, my child. Omusajja n'atuuka nga yamwerabira. Nga the man, is my husband, but then my kids come first, which is right. Your kids should come first. But this is a man. This is your first baby you had.
Yeah.
This is the first child you had before you
gave
birth.
And also believe that when the other thing is started with changes, a lot of other things have to change.
Exactly.
So as a woman, you were given a very huge mandate by God,
but
that you must deal with. You must. There is no running away from it. But you must be a wife.
Yes, true.
Because it is being a wife that gave you the children.
Exactly.
So you must see how to play the two. Also, the communication, let it come in play. Let there be some friendship.
Yes.
And let there be some discussions. For me, I feel like if you're marking your territory, I wanted to give you an example of a friend, something a friend of mine shared. And she is an older woman, and she gave me a story, and she was like, by the way, my guy was running around in this small university student. He had a weakness of these young girls, of 2018.
Oh my God.
Yes, 22.
Wow.
Nga ye tasukako.
Tasukka ku 22.
25 akulaba. 25 akulaba nga oli mukadde.
That one doesn't want anything serious. He just wants fun and satisfaction. Yeah.
Now this woman realizes. Now this woman is one person. I think she has an OCD at this point of being clean.
Okay.
She has the most neat home I have ever seen in my life. Now, she told me that one time he went somewhere to see some lady. So they went, I think, into a guest house. And this guest house wasn't that neat. You're not going into a... No, the other one is extreme.
Very
it is extremely... The woman is extremely neat. So he went into a hotel, and I think it did not add up compared to how
him. It was,
and he was like, but why am I even doing this? Trust me, the guy she had taken did not even do anything with her, and he came and confessed to the wife.
What?
And he was like, by the way, let me tell you the truth. I did rubbish today. I'm sorry.
I ended up,
but I did not do anything bad, because I got my conscience back and just took off for my life.
Wow.
And this one, what happened? He's like, this is what happened. This place was literally stinking. And
your man is your
it's
friend.
a very corporate place. It was not because the place was stinking. This guy is used to a certain class. You understand?
Yeah.
A certain level of things. Kati yatuuka eri n'alaba nga he does not suit being in that place. So when you set standards, sometimes ekyo nakyo kiyinza okulemesa omuntu n'agamba he can go there for days and he's like, no, I can't keep up.
I can't
Yeah.
So she found a better way of marking her territory.
So I think the issue that Emmy said of trying to make sure you look good, try to keep up with your body and everything, this also comes into play. Having a comfortable home for this man to come home to. There are women who are quarrelsome. Atuula n'agamba kambeere mu kibaala nveeyo saawa 5 waakiri nga neebaka.
Bavaayo ku 10 ez'okumakya.
Instead of going home early and you pick a fight with somebody because they are literally waiting for you, obadde mu bakazi nga n'obambe oluusi abadde wali nga just watching football or something.
Okay, so with all these things we are saying, aren't we promoting a culture where women are now making husbands their priority in life? Because fine, men do things and women have weaknesses. You've seen that sometimes the things they do, and it's a wise way to mark territories. But at the same time, there's a saying, there's no smoke without fire.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, sure.
Then two, are we now saying that are we encouraging women to make it their life's goal? Because I want to keep marriage, I want society to see my marriage as successful, therefore I'm going to do all these list of things to mark my territory to keep a man. Are we also living in an environment where men now have I don't know how I wanted to frame it, but men are not now being real men. They're actually being selfish, because in those times, men understood that women, the previous times of marriage, our grandfathers and grandmothers, they understood that my wife has to go through a process of giving, but they were not exactly trained through a certain school, but they will respect her through that process. They will say, okay, the house is dirty. You'd find even some men coming in to help their wives with chores. So are men slacking on their jobs? Are women making marriage their life's goal? Is marriage now being viewed as a life achievement, that me, I'm married now, I must protect my man?
Okay.
Yeah.
To give you an answer to that question, first of all, it shouldn't be a woman's life's goal to keep marriage and do all that we have talked about. Number one, why? Before we started, we mentioned it clearly that if you can't put up with some things, if you cannot put up, for example, with cheating, this is not for you. Pick up your bag, go. I believe you can find peace somewhere else. Number two, there's a woman who is too independent minded and is not going to be putting a man first, children first, what? And for her, she's like nowhere. The 10th. There's that woman who be like, me, my children, full stop.
Exactly.
Now, for you, you can also have a way. We are talking to a woman who feels like she wants to keep the values of a family. She wants to give it all, because let's say the truth. That family is not there if you're not there as a woman. Marriage, your family, gyogezako okuzimba. The day you move out is the day it's done.
Exactly.
So you're the definition of
You're
everything.
the natural of everything.
You're the definition of everything inside that home. So if you feel like you can't put up, that is my mentality, by the way. I don't know if the viewers will like this, but that is who I am.
So, Gloria, marriage is now for women who look at it as, this is one of my achievements in life. This is one of the things I've worked at and achieved. So I must ensure that I make it work and happen.
100%. And also, let me say that also men are to blame, because you're not married to yourself. Put an effort, because me being home, looking after children, looking after you, how about you also take time and look after me?
How about you put 100K on the table and say, okay, today go to the sauna?
It might be even there. It might even be there, but maybe it's not that motivating. Maybe that's not what you need. Maybe you need the emotional support.
Or maybe you need to ask, because the core wives are the ones that ask for these things.
Maybe.
She wants to go to the sauna, she'll call you, baby, I want to go to the sauna. The wife, meanwhile, is trying to be the one to put things together. She's the one saying, we need to save money, we are trying to build a house. Because she doesn't ask the man will put 100K kameza. She has to budget for groceries and then maybe diapers for the baby and after that, she's being selfless. She's not being as selfish as the co-wife.
The truth is, the truth is, these guys, I'm not saying that what they do is right when they go out to cheat. There is a way it disgusts me in every sense. No one is supporting these gentlemen that they should go out there and cheat. But before we were actually discussing how you women can try to reduce on the chances of giving them chances to go out there and cheat.
Or minimize them, because
on minimizing them. So this you talked about. Let's also blame the men. Let's also give them a fair share of the blame.
They are to blame.
sometimes this woman even has her own money, but she has to look after you. She has to look after children. She has to look after the home. She has to remember the housemaid is not paid. She knows, I am keeping here with the children. Get away. Get away and rest. Some of the things, some of the things are important. That's why people have mental health crisis.
Exactly.
Because people don't even have time. A woman has no time for herself. So someone like that has supported you emotionally, has given you all that you need. Trust me, you come back when you're fresh, or you have somewhere else to begin. Yeah.
No, and I think I like the fact that men are very selfish.
Yes.
Yeah. It is okay to be selfish. It is okay to choose you. It is okay to choose your own happiness. Let me tell you, abakazi twemazeemu tukoze buli kimu, and we are in, I thought by now this generation, kubanga most women have gone to school. Mu generation, women are lawyers, doctors,
Every big office,
like big offices, ministries, zirimu abakazi. Nti mbadde nsuubira okuba nga abakazi b'ennaku zino tetukyasobola na kulwanira musajja. You think about how to improve myself, how to to work at work, to handle, like, to run my businesses. Nti abakazi abasinga
they have a life, their own independent life.
If you have a life, you cannot fight for a man. But I've seen those two stories that wogeddeko. These are women abyava ewaka nga bamugambye genda okole ki, ofumbe, mwana wange totuswaza, ekitanda kyo tukyosezza. So she will do whatever it takes to keep this man. For her it's an achievement. Ne kati waliko abakazi nga ye, if
she doesn't care.
It's part of the journey, as in,
to be honest, I don't have money, I'm not rich, I'm trying to putting my life together.
Yes.
But at this level, if I feel like I'm not okay with whatever the man is doing, I will walk away. Because why? I choose my peace, my happiness. And because I feel like my life can be better than you, having you around. I feel like I have more bigger dreams. I have more plans for myself.
Choosing yourself.
You get?
Choosing yourself. Do you know that even when a man is choosing to go and cheat, is choosing himself?
They are selfish.
He likes himself. He wants that pleasure moment to be his. You understand? It's a Friday, or he's in a sauna. They're scrubbing him. He's there just cheating. Oh, mukazi kukakaluka bucket.
Yes.
This is what it means by if you decide to choose yourself. By the way, you don't even get time of checking these things. You don't get time. You're like, okay, this has failed. You accept it. You either be like, yeah, I'll keep home for my children, raise them, or I will just get my bag and go.
So are there agreeable standards in this life of marriage or relationships? Because even there are the women who attack their boyfriends, girlfriends. The man is not, okay, he's committed to you as a boyfriend. Yeah.
Boyfriends, girlfriends.
Boyfriends, girlfriends.
When we are still at dating stage.
You're committed, you're dating, but everybody else knows Emmy is with, let's say, Ken. Yeah. They are a couple, everybody knows about it. But Ken is cheating on Emmy with another girl somewhere. And Emmy gets to find out about it, but she feels she's the one, maybe because of the promises that Ken has told her. Yeah. So are there standards in life where now it's agreed that you can comfort another woman? Is there any circumstance where a woman can say, okay, I think I need to make her realize that I have some, maybe she doesn't know that I am there. Maybe she doesn't know that I'm pregnant, and we have plans of getting married. Maybe she doesn't know that we have 2 kids together. You get? So are there circumstances where we can justify and say, Bambi, she was right. Maybe they are married in church, they have a ring.
Let me make this clear.
Valid for her to maybe give a phone call. It may not be even fighting on social media, but give a phone call to another woman and say, hi, Gloria, please, I am married to that man you're with. Eh?
Yeah. Let me make this clear. For the very last time, please, ladies, mulekerawo ebintu byakutuswaza wabula abakazi batuswaza left, right and center, home and away, omwaka guno international locally. Mukisusizza that madness of calling another woman, leave my man, otherwise he's going to use you and
dump you.
I'm able to be used
and dump. I know.
Excusing her.
Yeah.
Wedded wife. Zo nawe sikuwanyu right emanyiira. Nganze side chick. Now today let me say I'm the side chick. You come and attack me. Leave my man. Tuvudde wala. Gwomanyi gye mutwala. Gwe gye mutwala manyi. What if I have better plans for your man?
Era nayo wala.
Era nange mutwala wala. I have better plans for our man. In fact, tutuule tuteeseze omusajja waffe anaasinga okukola ebirungi agenda kuwangula omusajja. I feel like let's settle down and plan for our man.
Our man, now he's our man.
Oli ku dating stage
oba
tebannaba kwanjula toyina nawo ngamba ngu omusajja ono aba waffe. Now is our man.
Let the best person win.
Yes, let the there is something they put in that group. Let the best pussy win.
Oh my
but
God.
I won't say that.
But you said it.
But it's not that way. Let's plan for our man. Awangula weba uompangula ne bakuwasa nja kumwesonyiwa. But for as long as
Amy, before you discuss that and end it, I want you to talk about this before you finish your point. How about this angel who has been approached by this gentleman and being like, you know what, I am here, please, I love you, I will do anything for you, I even want to marry you. The guy is already married with children.
Exactly.
But me, as a married wife, I'm home. I'm just seeing you.
By the way, you should know that,
by the way,
in good faith, I'm not trying to
I will not be attacking
but
you.
Amy, do you know
but
that
like,
this man
do you
is married?
have an idea that this person has
wedded you?
Yes. Or even if he's not wedded to you, but the fact that people have built a life together, by Ugandan standards, cohabiting,
we can
and
also
having
build
5
a
kids
life,
or 2 kids or 3 kids is...
I can also build a life with your man. Please. Mulekerawo okutiisatiisa abakazi. I'm not supporting side chicks. If a woman comes, Gloria naja nangama, you know what, Amy, this is my man, bichi, but please leave him. Kambawayo katrick kamu abakyala abafumbo abagoba aba side chick. Better make peace with the side chick aliwo. Rather than keep on chasing, because omusajja tagenda alekerawo kukwana bakazi. He will always and always have side chicks. Ate nekirala omusajja waba takulaze, why do you dig? Lwaki odiginga n'ogenda musimya omusajja n'okebera?
You might find out like randomly without even checking. If you find out
randomly, talk before you attack Gloria. Talk to your man.
By the way, what we said was not attacking. What we said is informing. I picked my call.
Not confronting.
I'm like, this young girl might be not aware.
Maybe the man is
maybe the guy
her.
And these things happen, by the way. That's the truth. I have an experience of a friend of mine who had to go through the same thing of this guy who was acting like an angel, doing everything for the girl. Too perfect to be true. Until this girl was called direct by the wife and being like, madam.
The wife was polite to her.
Very polite. And was like, he actually was like, young girl, that gentleman you see has a child
family
that I found him with, and our 4 children. That makes them 5.
Yeah.
I am married officially with him. We have been married for 8 years.
Wow. Yeah, men, right?
Okay? 8 full years. Now, this guy was like, the girl was like, this guy has never told me anything about his family. I have no idea that he has ever even had somebody in a serious relationship. He was like, so I have now informed you. If you want evidence, I can show you. I can even show you our marriage photos. I can actually, and let him not lie to you that we are divorced. We are not. Because then if he does that, he'll be lying. Now imagine that innocent girl. You're there loving this guy like with
I'm
everything.
so crazy about him.
Unknowingly.
Because now,
no, but you see, Emmy,
I'm imagining my life with such a man.
Gloria makes a very good point because we know men to be
it's
liars.
Okay. I mean, now that for you are decided to be
now
the
that's
rebellious
where you
one.
decide. That's where you decide, because there are girls who are actually good, who have grown up in a clean setting, and they want to get a man who is their own and marry him. And then there are girls who have many times, I think we've all had those experiences, where you've met a guy, he's married, but you don't know he's married. But then if you knew he was married, you'd walk away and say, no, I don't want this drama. Because there are girls who say, I don't want the drama. Just like there are girls who say, I don't want the baby daddy drama. As long as he has children, I do not want. So there's those kinds of people.
No, to be honest, as a good girl, the truth is, I love your man. Yeah, I'm in love with him. Kati. But this,
now you're being the good girl.
I'm serious. But then, I find a proper way of leaving your man for you. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I'm dating a married man.
By the way, that's true. That's right.
But let me tell you, I'm not randomly going to leave that man, and I unlove him.
But what
as in unloving someone you love so
much. How do you quantify when you unlove someone? You can't say 3 months is enough.
It might
No, you sit with yourself and get to realize that
I sit myself down. I mean, you don't know what it means in Govada. You're so crazy about this man, and someone tells you this is a married man. Now, yes, your heart.
Sometimes it's an instant turn off.
To me, it may not. Yes, it
is.
Instant,
like as in you.
Nawe ne bakubiramu kati olaba omuyita mwena basatu emwena ne mugenda eridonda kitafu ekikulu kuba amakulu mwena matono kubanga